Hello friends, welcome to this video on online exams for the distance education program from Annamalai University. As you know, this year due to pandemic, the exams planned for May 2021 is pushed to July and August of this year. And those of you who enrolled into the distance education program from Annamalai University will have to take the online exams. So this video is for those who are going to attend the online exam and also for some candidates who are here for information only. So those who are enrolled for the exams, I hope you have received the instructions from your university through email and also through the WhatsApp or I think primarily Telegram groups that you are already added to. So though you would have received the instructions, there might be some questions around what to do before the exam, how to prepare. So I'm going to give you some kind of directions, some kind of inputs that can possibly help. So hope this video helps you for the exams. So regarding the timetable, I hope you're aware of the two different websites of Annamalai University. This is the website where you can get your exam instructions and the timetable. This link is added some time ago, and it says it is for the May 2021 exam, which you're going to give in July and August. And there is another website here where you can go to the home, go for exam timetable, and then look for distance education. You can from home itself you have got shortcuts. You can definitely use the options here. This is the green link that you see here is for the exam instructions. And you can also go from the left side pane, uh, distance education off campus. So if you go here, two things are important. One is the instructions for the May 2021 exams. Another information is all the timetables for the distance education program. All of these are definitely online exams only. So you do not have to go to any exam center. So let's say if you're looking for MBA programs as an example, you can click here and you would get your timetable. Just remember that there is something like old schedule and new schedule as well. So I'll just use a sample of an MBA program. Let's say here, you do see that there is old regulations and that there is also new regulations. So this has to do with the time when you have joined for the course. For example, here for this course, you can see there is different subject code given. For example, second year is 210 for HR, and the same thing has a number 510, sorry, 610 under the new scheme, right? So this has to do with when you joined for the exam. Possibly the questions will vary a little bit depending on what you have covered in the curriculum of for that particular batch. So here you do see that there is something like time mentioned when the exam will happen, or rather when you will get the question paper to answer the exam. So there is a time 9:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m., 3 hours, and there is a time in the afternoon as well from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. For some of the uh, exams, uh, first year exams are happening in the morning and second year is happening in the afternoon time. For some other streams, you might have the first year happening in the afternoon time and second year happening in the morning time. So be careful about this timing and do check the old and new regulations and make sure you use the right subject code when you are answering the exam. This is very important. The next important thing is the instructions that I spoke about. So you have to download the instructions from here. There are two things that you get here. One is the instruction sheet, which is usually the page number 3 that talks about how the exams will happen and how you would write the exams, what paper to use, how you submit, and so on. So these are very simple instructions. First of all, the exam paper will not come on email. By now, you would be definitely a part of a Telegram group on which the exam papers would be shared just before the exam. For now, they might be sharing instructions on those groups, and make sure that you are a part of the Telegram app. You must have this app installed on the phone or device uh, which you want to use to get the instructions for the exam. So that's one. Second thing is about what kind of sheet you have to use. So again, it says A4 size papers. I guess you have answered your uh, assignments in the same type of paper. It is exactly the same. The only change you would have here is uh, there would be a template shared with you. Yeah. Point number 4 is important. The candidates have to legibly write the program name, registration number, etc. So this is a template. It is advised that you take about 8 to 10 copies of this page. That is page number 1. I need to fill this correctly. The name of the program, the year, uh, the registration number, that is your enrollment number, and so on. So let me show you quickly a sample about how you are going to fill this paper. So what you see here is name of the program. In this case, the one I showed you was for MBA International Business. Year, do not write the calendar year like 2021 or 2022. Please write which year of the exam you are, giving the exam for. So is it your first year exam? Is it your second year? That you need to mention here. What you have is your registration number, or this is same as your enrollment number as in your ID card. Subject code is unique for each paper on a daily basis. You would get this information from the calendar that you just saw. Uh, so your exam calendar is going to come directly from here. Let me just show you an example. I was showing an example of MBS. So yeah, so you have your codes right here. These are your subject code. So if I was given an example of MBA, let me go back to that number. Yeah, so over here you can see for international human, or let's say for export and import finance, you have a number as 280. You might have written this in your assignments, but if you're following the new regulations, that is a joined the batch after 2016-17, please do not use 280, instead use 680. So this is what I was trying to tell you, and this is obviously your course name. So if you go back to the sheet, this is what you fill in over here. Date of exam, obviously you know the schedule, so from there the date appears. Number of pages should not exceed 40, so write your page number over there and just put your signature at the end. A bit about how you would go ahead and prepare before the exams. So make sure that you have some answer sheets ready. Like for example, if you plan to give like write about 40 pages per sheet, so do not try to do this on the day of the exam or the time of the exam. Make sure you have sufficient time to prepare these answer sheets. It is very tedious. It kind of tires you as well, but make sure that you prepare this and keep it. It's good to do it, keep it ready at least a couple of days before the exam. So what you have to do is make sure you prepare the pages that is going to follow your cover letter, the template that you just saw. So one page where you write your question and you start writing the answers, and then the following sheets. So how do you make the margins? I'm just trying to show you quickly one of the sample. This takes some work, so please do it in advance. So this is how you add your enrollment number on top. You have enrollment number followed by the page number. You have space to write your question, and then you start answering. Similarly, for the following pages, you have to write the enrollment number with the page number at the end after a hyphen. Make sure that you prepare enough of these papers or set, I would say, and keep them handy. Possibly draw the margins and write the enrollment number and keep like 40 pages into number of exams and keep them ready. You can just add the page number when you're answering the actual exam. So this is the bit of prep work that you must do quite before the examination start date. So going forward, let's look at the instructions again. So around this submission, this part is very important, that after you finish writing the exam, so let's say the exam is till 5 p.m., make sure as soon as you finish the exam, you reach out to a nearest print shop, have a couple of print shop identified before the exam, or if you have a printer and scanner at home or somewhere with a friend, please make sure it is ready, handy, tested, working, so that you're able to do the scanning of all the sheets uh, immediately after the exam, and make sure that you scan and have them added as a single PDF file, and this has to be sent within 1 hour after the examination is over to the email address that you would get on your Telegram group. So make sure that you do not staple or tie the pages until you have scanned them, and after that keep the answer sheet ready with a string. It's tied and kept ready for the last day. So once all the exams are over, you have been sending out the scanned copies on a daily basis. On the last day, you have to send out the scanned copy of the last exam, and that's when you go ahead and uh, get all the answer sheets, all the hard copies together in a single envelope and send it out to this particular uh, address mentioned, the controller of the examinations, Annamalai University, Annamalai Nagar 608002, Tamil Nadu. Now, around the submissions, if you have questions such as, let's say my exam is on the second half, let's say it is till 5 p.m. and uh, uh, by the time I send the scanned copies, it is already late. And how should I go ahead and send the hard copies? So if that is a case around submission, it's okay if you go ahead and submit the hard copies on the very next day morning through speed post or a good courier service. So that is about it. And yeah, if you have any further question, please feel free to drop a query in the comment section on this video. I will be happy to assist you. Thanks again. Hope this video helped you. Thank you. Bye.